insights, Jonathan. Chilling with one of the best around my circles, Jito Kayumba, partner at Kukula Capital. What are the mistakes that youths make that hinder them from going far, achieving more, achieving greater heights in life?
I'd say the number one thing is thinking short term, thinking too much about the moment, thinking about wanting to impress, but you have to believe that, you have to recognize that, look, when you're young, you're blessed with time, right? Yeah. God grants you more years, then you're gonna have a lot of time. So, you can start doing things that will make your future self 10, 20 years from now be very happy and give you a handshake and say, dude, you are doing the right thing. Yeah. And I would say, thinking long term. Right now, so there's a trend. Like, I look at different companies and there's a high turnover of staff in some companies. You find that wasn't the case a long time ago. People would get a job and want to stay with that company for years. Yeah. Now it's like the quick thing of, let me jump in, I'm not happy, or the boss talked to me a certain way. So now we're much more sensitive. We're much more on social media. I don't know if I could say if sensitivity is one of the realities, but technology and a lot of things that have made life more convenient have definitely made us, I'd say, a little less strong. In other words, a lot weaker. Because, things happen on demand. We're watching more TV than ever. Yeah. There are more things taking our attention than ever. We have social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. These things take our attention. And your brain, the human brain is limited in terms of content, of the information it downloads. Think about a hard drive with a limited space. And as you get older, is more information being downloaded. At some point, that's why older people start getting forgetful and they start thinking that it's slower. When you're young, you're fast because there's still space in the hard drive, right, in the brain. So there's information that you get, and you remember the names of your friends from when you were a kid, but then new friends you meet later in life, you're like, what's that guy's name again? It's because of the issue of space. So what I'm trying to say is, we need to be mindful of the things that we're exposing ourselves to. Because if we are just on the timeline all day reading everything, then we are literally making ourselves less valuable for society. We're less going to be less academic, less impactful on economic matters or business or strategy, whatever, less competent, less master. I believe in mastery, building such a level of competence where it's so masterful in what you do. You can't really do that if your mind is flipped. It's got so many information, right, covering it. So that's the other thing on short-term thinking and being distracted by all these things, Netflix and all this and so on and so forth. Of course, I touch on being around the right people who can inspire you, influence you, encourage you, support you. That's very important. So yeah, and also the idea of wanting to get rich very quickly. Yeah, it looks nice. I think we see it in rap videos, we see it on Instagram, people. But the idea of starting small, building up over time consistently is very important, and taking time to learn. And information is so much easier to get now. Google is there. The things, of course, even as a young kid, the Google was there, but I feel like things have changed much more. The access to experts. There's a guy like Jonathan who's got a channel, on the internet. He's talking to people who are giving free information, which when you listen, you're like, this information is coming from, a few decades of living and experience being condensed and synthesized for people to consume in one sitting. I'm sharing things that I've experienced over the years and seen. And again,
you should be paying for this.
You should be paying. So I'll send you my account details. Just one of the, what point I was going to make, my train of thought is kind of off, but it's okay. I'll kind of get back into
Information is available.
Yeah, and you have to realize, and look, I'm not trying to freaking blow my own horn, right? But I've got credibility. I'm within the corporate space. I'm where I'm at. For various reasons, partly competence, partly experience, partly this and that, but I'm there. So if you're gonna hear what I have to say about the corporate world or about developing a business, you gotta take it seriously, because because the same way I take people seriously who have made it in certain sectors where I've not made it. And by the way, I'm not even that far in terms of progression. I'm still trying to grow and get better. I'm still relatively young. I make mistakes and so on. So as people are consuming information, I'm also on the back end trying to get more knowledge so I could do better and hopefully achieve greater heights, So to me, that's what youth should focus on, and in order for them to go far, persist, be consistent. Don't take things too personally. Mind who you associate with, and also be careful of what's distracting you, what's taking away your energy, your attention.
Yeah.
And really stay the course for the long term. Think long term. So I'd say that's the key. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are real life lessons, ladies and gentlemen. You don't get this in school. You only get it here, right here on the Real Life Show. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and God bless you.